Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Traveling Gun. My name is Thomas. I am a regional flight attendant for those who are new. To all my returning subscribers, thank you for the support. I do appreciate it. Today is another 4-day trip. We're in the middle of May right now. I was off for 3 days and enjoyed my little 3 days off. Got to tend to my garden and things like that, and just got the necessary rest that I needed. Today is not so much of a long day. I have an 8:40 report, and I think I end today around 3 o'clock. I go from Atlanta to Charlottesville, Virginia to LaGuardia, then LaGuardia to Milwaukee, and I'm in Milwaukee tonight. But it's gonna be early reports for the rest of this trip. So meaning me getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and things like that. But other than that, there's nothing else that I have for you all today. I'm finna get ready and catch the shuttle because I just saw it coming around. And I'll see you guys once I get to Milwaukee. If anything changes, I'll keep you updated. Everybody made it here to Milwaukee. Today's 3 flights were very uneventful. It is cold here. It's very cold here. It's like 40 degrees. You go from 84 in Atlanta to New York, which was like 79, to 40. It is freezing here. That's why I have this on, even though I didn't start with this on because I didn't bring a jacket because I wasn't expecting it to be this cold here in Milwaukee. Left my wallet at home, at least I think I did, because I can't find it for nothing in the world. So, I'm out without a wallet. But luckily, the only ID I do have on me is my passport, because we have to have that. And my flying partner has been here for 18 years. She's technically a senior mama, but she's not a senior mama in real life because she started here when she was younger. So she's not a senior mama in real life, if that makes sense. But she's been pretty chill, laid back to work with. Just kind of asking her some things about how it was before and, the changes and progressions that she wants to see going forward, since she's been here for 18 years and I've only been here for 5. So, but what I'm gonna go do is work out. Tomorrow's an early report. I have a 4 a.m. wake up call and a 5 o'clock van. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 2. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 2 of 4. I have 3 legs today. I go from Milwaukee to LaGuardia to Myrtle Beach back to LaGuardia, and I'm done again by 3 o'clock this afternoon. Slept really well last night, but I didn't go to sleep until late. So I'm not tired right now, but I know probably by the second leg it's gonna hit me, because for whatever reason, no matter how tired I am throughout the day, when I get to this hotel, it just seems like I can just never fall asleep at a decent time sometimes, unless I'm just dog tired, and then I end up falling asleep at a decent time. But just like yesterday, I was in the bed actually just laying down. I wasn't sitting up or doing anything. I just couldn't fall asleep for nothing. It happens that way sometimes, but what we're gonna do? We're gonna push through it today, and more than likely I'm gonna take some naps in between flights, because we don't have any sits. It's just basically as soon as I land, cleaners come on, maybe 10 minutes later, they're gonna start boarding. So that's how that's gonna work today for me for the rest of the day. So, but anyways, I'll see you guys once I get to back to New York, and if anything changes, I'll keep you updated. Everybody made it here to New York City. Today's flights were semi-uneventful. My first flight was very uneventful, going from Milwaukee to New York. Even New York going to Myrtle Beach, it was just the Myrtle Beach coming back to New York was kind of we just had a lot of passengers just doing the most. Like, I had a lady, she really was taking her sweet time, and it seemed like it was on purpose, because I think the guy behind her said something to her, so she just decided to take her sweet time to put all her stuff up, and just was finding stuff to take off and fold it up and put it up. And I had to come down there and tell her, listen, we're trying to close on time, so if you could just wait until people get past you, then get up. And then that same passenger, while I was doing the demo, she was talking on the phone during the demo. And, I was looking at her the entire time, and I did motion, do one of those. And she ended up getting off the phone. But then throughout the flight, I don't know if she was practicing the speech or if she was pretending as if she was talking on the phone in the air and just wanted me to say something to her just so I'm not talking on the phone. I'm, doing the thing. But I saw the paper that she was, looking at and things like that. So I'm thinking she was either going over a speech in her head and just talking out loud, because some people do that when they're doing a speech, so it helps them prepare for it or try to memorize whatever it was that she was doing. And then she, as we was deplaning, she took her sweet time deplaning because the same guy that said something to her boarding was right behind her. So she took her sweet time to get off the plane. It was funny, man. It's funny that what some people do and how petty some people can be. But other than that, that's all I have for you. It's a nice day here in New York. It's about 75 degrees. I'm probably gonna walk around a little bit, not do too much, just get out and walk around, get some fresh air, and come right back, work out, and get ready for tomorrow. So 5 o'clock. I have to get up at 5 o'clock for a 6 a.m. van. Tomorrow's another 4-leg day, and I keep going from top to bottom. Like, I go to Jacksonville tomorrow from New York and then come right back. But other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 3. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 3. I think it's 3-leg day. I go from LaGuardia to Jacksonville, Jacksonville to LaGuardia, LaGuardia to Montreal. So a 3-leg day. But I do have, I think the only sit I have is like an hour sit maybe. And that's when I come back here to LaGuardia from Jacksonville. And then I go to Montreal. Last night, once again, I just fell asleep. I'm glad I set my alarms way before I went to sleep to get up, because last night I just fell asleep. I didn't have no alarm, didn't put my phone on a charger, anything. So I'm glad I did set my alarm prior to me even getting into bed. So like I said, I must have been really, really tired, because again, I just got into bed. Next thing I know, my alarm's going off at 5 o'clock in the morning. So be mindful of that, make sure you do that. That way you're not waking up late, because I've done that before. Today, my schedule come out, hopefully, hopefully I can get what I asked for. And I don't really ask for much. I wanted to be off to load my schedule at the back end of the month instead of just, working the entire month, off days, work time, off days like that. So I want to see if they give it to me. I'm trying out different things, just because, again, I'm at 5 years. I should be able to get at least some things that I asked for. So we're going to see, because I didn't get what I asked for this month of May, which is wow to me. Even though some junior people did get it, but I didn't file agreements. I was able to get rid of the trip and everything like that, so I got the end of this month off. But we're going to see if I get the beginning of the month off of June, and see if they load the back end of June for me. So I won't find that out until probably about 10 o'clock today. So I'll see you guys once I get to Montreal, and I'll update you on my schedule. Hello everybody, I made it here to Montreal. Today's flights were very uneventful. All our flights were full. Coming from Jacksonville to LaGuardia, we was full to capacity, meaning both jump seat was full. I had a pilot in my jump seat. And at our company, our pilots can occupy the flight attendant jump seat as well as the flight deck jump seat. So imagine 3 grown people trying to move around in that galley. It is hard. But one thing I'm not gonna do is, I'm gonna try to get as many people on as possible. Like if you're trying to get home or get to work, or you just wanna ride the jump seat, there's no way I'm gonna say, no, you can't get in this jump seat or blah, blah, blah. Because they do ask us if it's okay for somebody to occupy the jump seat, even though they do have a right to. They still kind of put it on the flight attendant sometimes, but I would never say no or deny somebody the jump seat, regardless. That's just me though. But did not get what I asked for my schedule that came out. And of course, I see junior people who have the same dates that I asked for, and I could file a miss award, but while I'm waiting on that, I'm missing out on opportunities to either drop it or get somebody else to pick it up. And I already have a reserve that's planning to drop their reserve days to pick up that trip for me. So I could file a miss award, but that's going to be my last option because you have 72 hours, 40, I think it's 48 to 72 hours in order to file that miss award. And that's what I'm going to do. But again, like I tell everybody, even at 5 years, my seniority, I still, in Atlanta, cannot get what I asked for off. The only thing that I'm really guaranteed to get is credit hours. That's the only thing that I get every single time that I ask for is credit hours. But other anything like that, if I need 3, 4, 5 days off, they'll give me maybe two of the 4 days or 3 of the 5 days that I asked for, and then I have to figure out the rest. But it is what it is. Other than that, I'm finna get ready and go do a quick workout, come back so I can drop this trip and swap out my other trips because I have a lot of 30-hour layovers and on my schedule as well. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for Go Home Day. One today is Go Home Day, 3 legs. Montreal to Detroit, Detroit to Chattanooga, Chattanooga to Atlanta. Done by 1 o'clock today, or a little bit before 1 o'clock. And then I'm off for almost 12 hours, and then I have to come back up here, and then I do a Bahamas turn. Originally, I had a turn to like Augusta, which was really not worth anything. I was just trying to pick up credit out, whatever was available. And by me stalking open time, I was able to find the Bahamas turn, and it gave me more credit hours. And it's still, it's worth it more now to do 4 hours versus, what was it, an hour and a half turn or something like that, or get an hour and a half worth of credit. So I come up back up here to do that tomorrow, and then I'm off for 2 days after that. So I'm finna get ready and go downstairs to meet the crew because we said we were gonna meet at 5 o'clock. And I'll see you guys once I get home to close out the video. Hello everybody, I made it home. I went and got a haircut. Today's flights were very uneventful, nothing actually happened. Got home a lot earlier than I was supposed to. I think we ended up landing about 45 minutes prior to what we originally were supposed to. So we ended up getting it done, and I went that way. I got home a little bit earlier. And tomorrow I have to come right back up here, be reported at 10 o'clock for an 11 o'clock flight to do a turn to the Bahamas, and then I'm off for a couple of days. So, you know, again, I can't complain too much. Everything went just about as expected. So, as always, hug on the ones that you love. Tell the ones that you love them. I'm out.